I'm gonna ask bro questions because if y'all don't know, Jimmy is a journalist. He's a PR. He's a copywriter, man. Anything you need done as far as writing, you feel me? My boy can do it. So I'm gonna ask him a couple questions about something that pertains to a profession and the service that he offer. He gonna ask me 3 questions. You know what I'm saying? So we just playing a question game right now. So all artists and businesses out there, hopefully y'all listening, y'all tapped in, and y'all could, take something insightful from this conversation that we about to have. So my first question for you, bro. How do you make sure your writing fits well with the brand voice that you're working with?
That's a great. I gave you your dues before we got on air, but that's a great question, bro. The way I do that, sometimes you just got to lamp on who you working with. Not really overplay your part with over researching, but the products they offer, what type of products they offer, how they offer them. Is it physical, digital, things of that nature. But my favorite thing is hold a conversation with people, because a lot of times we go in for the kill, like trying to get the sale off back, and that run people away. You know what I'm saying? Like if this is a first time customer or a potential first time customer, and I'm trying to lock in with them good, I just can't jump in with major services for something quick and easy. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. But when you copywriting, bro, that means somebody is trusting your words to make their services, pop off the screen, get more sales, drive more traffic. And that's a lot of trust, bro. Because for one, we in a time where people feel like they can do all of these things themselves. So I feel like the new theme of copywriting is to kind of convince people that it's professionals out here like me that can help them. You know what I'm saying? So that's real hard to do nowadays. You just can't be like, I'm a copywriter. Here's what I do. Here's what I offer, and this is how much. How does that sound? If I just came up to you right now, would you trust me to help you?
Hell yeah, because I personally understand as a business owner how important copywriting is. Mm-hmm. Now, to the average person, they might not understand. Like even that bottle you just drunk, you feel me? They hired somebody to figure out the words to put on that bottle.
Overachieving H2O is copywriting.
You feel me?
Essential.
So explain that part of it, like how important is copywriting to just everyday life and how we don't understand what's going on around us as far as the copywriting.
It's very important, bro. The example I always pull out is Just Do It by Nike. What's Nike without Just Do It?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? What would Nike do? Like, that's how like, what are they just here to do? You know what I'm saying? This been around since what? Just Do It campaign started in the 80s. It's one of the most successful campaigns from
I think it was like the 70s.
For real, bro. Probably then, however long, but that's one of the most successful marketing and copywriting campaigns of all time. Probably the most successful, So, like, it's that simple. So, just wherever words fit, that's the importance of what copywriting does. And just off of first time meetings or talking to someone, they'll be flattered, like, oh, that's nice. Keep going. Do what you do. But they wouldn't necessarily trust me to run a campaign for them. A lot of people wouldn't, it takes time to build that trust in writing, especially when you got to go into their world and to bring all their ideas to life. A lot of people are very sensitive about the things that they create. It might not look like nothing to us, or it might look like so much of something, like they got it in abundance, but that's still something they sensitive about. That's something you never know what somebody been through to bring these ideas about. They was probably at their lowest, and like, this gotta work. So they hold on to it a little tighter. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to ease up, see how people doing. People want to be treated like humans. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can use different formats and tools to make your life easier as a copywriter, such as AI campaigns. You can do all the drafting. What I like to do is the email templates, things like that. And that goes a long way. But showing up as a human first and foremost, I feel like that's where it's at.
And I was going to ask you a follow-up on how do you, sell yourself? How do you make, somebody trust you as far as copywriting go? But shit, you had already went on and answered that motherfucker.
Yeah, bro. It take a minute too. That be the thing though. This take a long time, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. This would take so long that sometimes you don't even want to do it. Sometimes you could chase one customer for, I'm talking like 3 months, bro. But one thing you can do, what 3 months is like average 90 days.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of time to get to know somebody. I ain't saying you got to know everything about them, but from a business perspective, businesses can rise and fall in 90 days. Business can rise and fall in 1 day.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that's from a business perspective, that's more than enough time to get to know somebody. But then you got to take into account that, all right, you're talking to them from over email. But I like to get on the phone with people. Like when I'm locked in, I like to get on the phone with you. Email's cool, back and forth here and there, but we finna get on this phone, bro. You know what I'm saying? You finna see a smile up out of me. I'm finna see a smile up out of you. I'm finna let you know how this sound. We finna see. I'm gonna see the reaction on your face. We finna compare numbers. How was your previous 60-day numbers? You know, things like Squarespace and everything. They show you your analytics. We finna go over that, and then we gonna secure off of that. But it does take time, so you can't be impatient or you can't be rushing to sell. You gotta let it come naturally.
Hey man, that was. I put Jimmy on a hot seat, man. You have successfully passed round 1 on your way to round 2.
Whatever they do some being, you know what I mean.
Yeah, so shout out to you, man.
For sure that.
All right, what you got for me?
Let's get it, man. We finna trade questions back and forth. So I'm finna ask you for the what's 3 things someone needs to know during their first marketing campaign. They got say if they got they got a decent amount of money behind it, they willing to throw in $1,000, but they not putting in 1,001. They say this $1,000, this our limit right here until we see some results. So what's 3 things they should know before jumping into that campaign?
All right, so on $1,000, just put the $1,000. That's their budget, so that is not including what they paying me. So we gonna sit that $1,000 to the side. The first thing I'm gonna ask is like, do you understand your audience? Who is your audience? Who is your target audience? If they can't tell me they target audience, then at that point, you feel me, and they are looking to hire me, then we gonna sit down and I'm gonna go through their analytics. I'm gonna go through everything. We gonna figure out who their target audience is. The next thing I'm gonna look at is more than likely what content they already have produced. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see what content is working, what content is not working. If they have some content that's working, cool. We got something to play with that content. The next thing we gonna set up is we gonna make sure they website, or if they got like a lead capture form, we gonna make sure everything is set up so when somebody inquire, they not turned off by what they see once they ready to, either set up a call or give you some money.
Right.
That's what we gonna do. Once we get past that point and it's time to use that $1,000, that $1,000 could be used in a couple different ways. So I had a construction. He did residential and commercial masonry work. So I'm gonna give you an example for him. So he called me last week. You feel me? We chopped it up, and I told him because he wanted to jump right into paid ads. And I was trying to tell him like, it's other ways, you know what I'm saying, to put yourself in front of customers other than paid ads, especially when you don't really have that content to, run ads with. So I told him like one of the most effective things to do in marketing is direct mail marketing. Like a lot of people don't understand that. And it was funny because every time I go, like if I'm in an apartment building, they just leave all of the mail and shit right there. I had found a direct mail thing from Jerk 48.
Yeah.
You feel me? On there they had a buy one get one free deal. They was promoting a lemonade and everything. And I was like, man, just think how many people have got this in their mail and pulled up to Jerk 48 just off the strength that they gonna get a discount. You know what I'm saying? Now the thing is, once you get them in the door, you gotta have a good customer service. The food gotta be good. You need a repeat customer. And I think a lot of service-based businesses, where they lack at, after they get a customer, they never follow up with that customer. It's like, bro, Google My Business is important.
Yeah.
If you don't have no reviews on Google My Business, excuse me, if you don't got no reviews on Google My Business, soon as that customer pays for their service, either that day or the next day, you should be sending them a link asking them for a review. You feel me? If they can't give you a review, entice their ass to get a review. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'll give you $50 off your next service, something just to get that review, especially if you did good work. And I also think everybody should be documenting the process. So what I suggested for him was like I asked him like what's something like that he does that's like high price, and he said fire pits. He make fire pits. So I was like, man, just detail yourself, just creating a fire pit, just set your camera up, you feel me? Or if you are going to do some masonry work where the brick work needs improvement, set your camera up, bro, just record it and then do a simple voiceover saying what the issue was and how you fixed the problem, bro. Simple. Then you take the little bread, the $1,000, and then at that point, you got the direct mail already set up. You know what I'm saying? You got your Google My Business on point. Now let's use the rest of that budget to run ads. That's what I do with $1,000. And anybody out here trying to, ask me like, where should they go in marketing?